Thank you for coming. I want to appreciate my colleagues that have shown up today, some of our supporters, and I want to introduce Prime Surgeons, the best surgical care on demand. We have assembled an elite network of surgeons that are the best surgeons in our nation, the most talented, the most accomplished. And we have created a network here in LA that is ready to participate in a beta testing of Prime Surgeons and provide discerning patients, patients that are sophisticated, on the go, that are internet savvy and want to participate actively in their care based on excellence, based on outcomes, based on service, concierge access, as well as value-driven pricing, and above all, transparency. Our talented team has been working for over 3 years now. We have over 150 years of experience in surgery, medicine, technology, and service. This is an early stage company with a minimum valuable product. The word escapes me right now, but we have a website that's ready to launch, a web app that's ready to launch. We're in fact going to be launching tomorrow. We have, as I said, assembled a group of specialists in orthopedic sports specialty, in spine surgery, in gynecology, and in brain surgery. We will progress into urology and ENT. We have a very talented group ready for beta testing here in LA as well as in other metropolitans. And we're going to test the concept here in LA and then go to other metropolitans where our research has shown there is great demand. We have recently completed a 500,000 plus angel round, and we are very, very excited to Dan and I, as co-founders, have introduced this concept to our colleagues who enthusiastically participated both in investment, training, and ready to launch with us. Dr. Elatraj will hopefully join us a little bit later on. We have Dr. Kavitny, who'll make a statement in just a little bit, and Dr. Goslin, who is a GYN specialist in robotics. All very accomplished, talented surgeons who have been selected through a rigorous proprietary process with tremendous credentialing. All of our network has to be board certified and recertified, perform specialty procedures very frequently with excellent outcomes, participate in fellowship training, in research, and be the surgeon's surgeon, be nominated by surgeons, and be trusted by peer surgeons. So it's a very unique concept. We have an advisory board with a broad spectrum of experiences in marketing, in other technologies, and we have other surgeons throughout the nation ready to launch with us. This is a really unique and good time to introduce Prime Surgeons, the concept. It's a vibrant ecosystem right now in telehealth, and most of the attention has gone to primary care and family practice, internal medicine, cardiology. This is the first company that's introducing this concept through telehealth to surgery. We have a unique proprietary selection method to screen surgical patients, be it for second opinions or patients that have been offered surgery by their own healthcare system with narrow networks, perhaps high deductibles. And our patients are sophisticated and actively research their options. They seek the best of the best, and they just want to have convenient access to excellence with transparency throughout the process without surprises, based on outcomes, value-driven pricing, and transparency. So we're excited to introduce this concept. Some of our other companies have raised good funding and are making good progress in the primary care space, and we're just excited to launch this into the surgical space. It's obviously a robust market opportunity with growth over the next 5 years. We see from $5 billion opportunity to $6 billion in the subspecialties of orthopedics, gynecology, otolaryngology, urology, as well as neurosurgery.
You're a busy executive. You've worked hard to create your lifestyle. You have discerning taste, so you have a beautiful home, the best car. Your kids go to top schools. Maybe you fly private. Now you need surgery. Needless to say, you want and deserve the best surgeon possible. Finding the best surgeon for your condition quickly and efficiently is very difficult. And when you find the best surgeon, it can take weeks or months to schedule an appointment. If you get a referral from a friend who is not a surgeon, chances are the consequences can be expensive and potentially disastrous. Protect your life and your lifestyle with Prime Surgeons. Prime Surgeons provides discerning patients with ready access to the best surgical care on demand. Our surgeons are rigorously selected from a proprietary 15-point system that ensures your surgeon is ranked in the top 10% of all surgeons nationally. Prime Surgeons is all about you. You can expect expert concierge care, personalized to your needs, same-day or next-day appointments, direct access via phone, text, and email to our surgeons or staff, personal assistance to help you every step of the way, including PT, rehabilitation, and follow-up care. All this with comprehensive, competitive, and transparent pricing for all procedures. Don't you deserve the best?
So, just so you know, Gil and I go back almost 40 years in college. So we've done a lot together over the years. And Gil came to me with this concept almost, it was over 2 years ago. And really hats off to Gil because he's carried this. He is really the one, he's the one who came up with the concept at a time where I think there's really nothing like this on the marketplace. And it's taken a while to get going, but it's really an amazing idea. And for those of us that do a lot of high-end surgical care, and we do some cash patients, we do some international care, we know there's really nothing like this in the marketplace. There are patients who are also in narrow networks who are really looking for options for ways to be treated by the best. And as Gil said, and as the video shows, it's very hard for patients to have any sort of way to verify who they're going to is really, really outstanding. And so the concept of bringing, the best of the best and creating this network and doing it in a very fair and transparent way is really what Prime is all about. And I think there's a real need for it. And Gil has worked put all his blood, sweat, and tears into this and assembled a great group of people. And, we're very lucky here to have this beta site, the beta testing going on here in LA, starting with orthopedics and spine. And I think it's going to be a wonderful thing. Eventually, we plan to roll out intracranial surgery. I do brain tumor work and skull-based tumors, and that will be, that's a sort of second tier, we think. As we get the first wave going of Prime Surgeons. So I think it's a very exciting time. Again, hats off to Gil for all of his hard work, and to Radhika and Jordan for their persistence in hanging in there, and Lauren, I don't know where Lauren is, from Imagine, the web company. And we're going to have a live website tomorrow in the app, and we're off and running. And so I'm going to hand it over to Dr. Kavitny now.
Yeah. You want Dr. Kavitny next?
Oh, are we, is
You'll
that?
tell us when the next video goes?
Yes, sure.
Okay, great.
Next video, or you?
No.
Very good. So my name is Ron Kavitny. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. I practice at the Quillen Job Orthopedic Clinic My task for Prime Surgeons was relatively easy. My job was to go out and find the very best of the best sports medicine doctors in Los Angeles and in Orange County. That was the easy part. I've got the doctors' doctors. These are doctors that other doctors go to for their care. So putting together this network of surgeons for Prime Surgeon was easy. Now we've got patients that we can offer peace of mind at the most critical time of their lives, to have the best doctors on the planet taking care of them. So we can offer them through Prime Surgeons, the very best surgeons on the planet, at a competitive price. And these patients couldn't find us any quicker than through the concierge service. So with a hassle-free system like this, patients can get in the door, get their surgery, and move on to their businesses or their families or their practice. And so this is a very exciting time for us.
I was very lucky to be introduced to Dr. Kovitny many years ago from another physician when I was having problems with my right shoulder and my right knee. I'm a medical doctor myself. I went to medical school many years ago, and since then I've been a serial entrepreneur. And I live in the technology world, and ultimately, when I care about the things affecting my body, I desire to have the best physicians on this planet take care of me. I'm looking for someone who is the best in class, someone I trust and can communicate with.
Peter was a gentleman who was having issues with his shoulder. The problem that he was having is that it would hurt him at night, it would hurt him during the daytime, and interfere with his lifestyle.
One of the things I love most about Dr. Kovitny is his extensive surgical experience, especially with high-performance athletes from around the world. You know, by the numbers, Dr. Kovitny has done over 22,000 surgeries. He is doing cutting-edge research on how to repair and improve performance in those athletes, and it benefits us all. I also love his mindset. He's a believer that 80% of us actually don't need surgery, that we can improve through rehab and exercise.
After Peter's surgery, we enrolled him in a physical therapy program. It takes perhaps 6 weeks to regain strength, another 6 weeks to regain endurance, so the full recovery is somewhere between 3 months and 6 months after surgery.
Dr. Kovitny did a rotator cuff repair on my right shoulder, and it's been as good, it's been better than it was before. No problems working out at all. It's that level of personal connection and knowledge that I love, and that keeps me going back to him for the rest of my life. And hopefully not too frequently, but he is my go-to guy. I have no question he is the best in the world.
So my name is Dr. David Goslin. I'm a gynecologist. I do a lot of robotic surgery. When Dr. Tepper asked me to come on board, for me it struck a big curiosity because we've been doing extensive amounts of robotic surgery in Los Angeles. I've probably done more than anybody on the west side or perhaps even in Los Angeles. With robotic surgery, it gives us the tools to really do complex surgeries, mostly through an outpatient type of service, and really allowing for cosmesis to play a role, as well as decreasing post-operative pain and getting people back to work as soon as possible. We've done a good amount of volume at this point, so we did the very first single incision hysterectomy in Los Angeles, and that allowed us to do a full hysterectomy out of a 1.5 centimeter incision that we buried in the belly button, and you can't see the scar. And now that's really becoming the norm in robotic surgery, and this allows for patients to quickly return back to their daily activities. Some patients will even boast about the fact that they're walking their dog the same evening after us doing a robotic surgery, which is actually amazing. So hopefully we can lend a hand to Prime Surgeons and help bring robotics into this category in gynecology, and I know that this is something that affects a lot of people as far as women. We do endometriosis, pelvic pain, abnormal bleeding, fibroids, and hysterectomies. And we're excited about being on board. So, thank you.
In 2009, I first got diagnosed with a single herniated disc at C6-7. This injury has been debilitating for me. I've actually now been on disability and unable to work for over 7 months. I was experiencing numbness. I lost a lot of fine motor skill. And that's when I decided that this just was not going to get better. Supposedly I had the best insurance in the country, and they still denied me.
Lawrence Bradford is a good example of a patient who ran into severe difficulties dealing with the bureaucracy of insurance and authorization while getting gradually more and more disabled and incapacitated.
I saw the sign for Prime Surgeons and I thought, why not give it a try and see what they can offer? And I emailed them, and in an hour I got an email back from Dr. Tepper, and within the next day I was in his office and we were looking at my MRIs. Now it's less than a week later and I'm about to have surgery tomorrow.
We were able to replace the discs in his neck with artificial discs in a very expeditious way.
Today it's been now 72 hours, so 3 days almost exactly since I came out of the OR. It's pretty amazing.
The true value of Prime Surgeons is that this is a network of highly trained and the best specialists in their field. Through Prime Surgeons, patients from all over the world can have immediate access to those physicians.
There is an alternative to conventional medicine, and Prime Surgeons is that alternative.